Hello, can you hear me? Wonderful. Okay, welcome everybody to the 2025 Tournament of U.S. History Championship. 7th grade, you guys haven't seen this before. The way this works, they are debating which historical figure who lived from 1492 to 1877 has made the greatest impact on U.S. history today. To make it championship, you have to win your hour, which is combined between my class, 1 hour with Dr. Genovas and another hour with Coach Kreisel. So you have to win your individual championship out of your class, and then you compete in the semifinals, which takes place during pause until you make it here. Each contestant has the opportunity to make an uninterrupted opening statement. After they both make their opening statement, they'll have the opportunity for rebuttal, and then they both have an opportunity for a final closing statement before our 5 teacher judges decide who each is. Today we have Audrey Sauer representing Alessandro Volta, and Eli Schutman representing Nikola Tesla. Audrey has elected to deliver the first opening statement. Here we go.
Alessandro Volta, one of the most remarkable inventors and physicians of all time, has been a key player in leading our world and our country to where it is today. He invented the battery, and in doing so not only created a whole new field of science, but opened the door to evolution in ways that are almost incomprehensible. The battery has affected not only everyone in this room, but nearly everyone in the country multiple times every single day for over 100 years. And not only that, but it greatly affects our environment as well. Volta is responsible for a huge part of our world being where it is today, and that is why he is the most impactful figure in American history.
First off, show me a raise of hands. How many of you guys use electricity or have at least once in your life? All of us use electricity all day, every day. It's always running, and we're using it right now. It's the reason I'm able to talk through this microphone, and the Tesla coil is also installed in it. It's why we have lights shining on us right now, and all of those are inventions by Nikola Tesla. Everyone's life would be different today without him, and it would be way harder to live without his role in advancement of electricity and technology in today's era. He plays a big role in transportation as well. Human health would be different and in a worse place without electricity due to the amount of electricity used in hospitals. If hospitals did not have electricity right now, 90% of the people would have life-threatening effects or could die.
I would like to go back to where you talked about the Tesla coil. Does anybody here know what the exact definition of the Tesla coil is?
Yes.
The exact definition is a resonant transformer circuit that generates high-frequency alternating current to produce very high voltages. That word voltage was named after Alessandro Volta after he discovered that concept and theory whenever he made the battery. So what I find amusing about the Tesla coil is without Volta, we literally wouldn't even have the words to describe the Tesla coil.
All right. Over 80% of the world uses secondary batteries, which are rechargeable, in which they need electricity. 20% uses primary batteries, which are used once and then thrown away. Nikola Tesla plays a role in charging those batteries through electricity, which makes him very impactful, which helps Volta's invention. Primary batteries are similar to his first invention. He made the first battery with chemicals, and it did not require electricity. But then again, only 20% of the world uses that because they're irrelevant. Nikola Tesla is the reason the secondary battery helps 80% of the world. Things such as phones and laptops all require secondary batteries, and you can thank Nikola Tesla for helping out with that.
Exactly. You can thank him for helping with it. Volta provided the foundation for every battery in the world.
Without Nikola Tesla, 80% of the world wouldn't be able to use secondary batteries, so that would make your 20%. That would make only your primary batteries helping 20% of the world.
And without Volta, 100% of that wouldn't happen.
Okay?
And like there would
I'm
be
still
no
saying
batteries.
80% of that is because of Nikola Tesla.
And 100% of that is because Volta created the battery.
100% of the reason we have electricity right now is because of Nikola Tesla. You want to be able to talk to the microphone.
The false, do you count lights as electricity?
Yeah,
He didn't create lights.
he created neon lights and fluorescent lights.
And the first light bulbs were made by Sir Humphrey Davy and Thomas Edison. So he
Okay,
may
but
have
he made them more
adapted off of
advanced.
that too. I am not done. Please let me finish.
Okay.
Sir Humphrey Davy presented the first light bulb. Thomas Edison is the one that made it practical. And these lights we have today would not have been evolved into what they are today without the battery, because the very first light bulb that was presented in Britain was battery powered. And how would it have gotten here? Like, why does it matter if it was first in Britain?
Tesla created neon and fluorescent lights, and these are used in most office lamps and advertising signs, which you see on the sides of the highway. And as well, they're used in police lights. The reason these are so impactful is because whenever 911 operators are responding to calls and have to get there as fast as possible, they speed around cars, but this helps keep other civilians safe as they see the lights and hear sirens coming so they can get out of the way. So if you're trying to say that him making fluorescent lights are not impactful, then I think you're wrong.
I didn't say they weren't impactful, but he also adapted them from someone else.
Okay, yeah, but now they're more advanced and they help save many lives today.
Okay.
Okay.
But the people that have originally made those, they are responsible for, like, their
Okay, but
impact
he's-
is 100% part
even if
of
he
this.
didn't originally made them, he still made them more advanced, which is why we're so advanced in technology today.
Exactly, so he just helped.
Yeah, but that help has a huge impact.
And
Because
so,
without his help, we wouldn't have that.
and I can still prove that he's not the most impactful person because he isn't the one that made those. Because Thomas Edison and Sir Humphrey Davy, like, making the first original lights, that is why we have those today. He may have adapted them, but we still would have had lights if he
Okay,
had
yeah,
them.
but they're more advanced right now because of Nikola Tesla.
Okay, and what's more important, them being
The
advanced
more
or the fact
advanced
that we have
lights
them?
are more important.
So the world wouldn't be okay right now if we just had regular lights that were made way back when?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying we're in a better spot right now, and everybody could agree with that.
Of course you can, but the thing is,
Okay, so then that's impactful.
it is impactful.
Okay,
But it's less impactful because this world could still be okay
less
without those
impactful than
things.
what? Making a battery?
Yeah. Do you
No,
know
it's
that the most important equipment in hospitals is battery powered?
It's also electricity.
Most equipment is battery powered. It's important.
Your batteries will help you top. Hospital beds run with secondary batteries, which if I haven't already mentioned, they require electricity because they need to be recharged. If hospital beds were on primary batteries, which are like used once and then thrown away, they could die at any minute, and then like the person in the hospital bed would just pass away because all the electricity and the help they're getting from it would just shut off.
And what happens when we lose power during storms? Do you know what powers everything then? Because it's not electricity, the electricity was gone.
Batteries?
Exactly.
What kind of batteries? Primary or secondary?
Any of the above. You can use batteries in so many things. In the important equipment in hospitals, like defibrillators, which make people's hearts continue going whenever they are having heart problems or heart attacks, to keep them alive until they can get to the hospital to get treatment. Those are powered by batteries because if they were powered by electricity and a storm were to hit, they wouldn't work anymore.
Okay, can you tell me one thing? You said what were to happen if like a storm wiped out electricity? Then we would use batteries. Batteries are alternate right now, which makes, and electricity is our primary. We always use electricity first before batteries, which makes that more impactful. Because if batteries were more impactful, then we would use them 24/7 all the time right now. Not just like as an alternate in case a storm wiped out electricity.
So you don't use the battery, like you don't use your phone every single day? You don't use the
I'm not saying
TV
that.
remote every single day?
What would be the use of your phone if you couldn't charge it with electricity? It would just be dead.
And you wouldn't have those phones without a battery to power
You
them.
wouldn't have those phones without electricity.
He didn't create electricity.
I'm not saying he did, but he made it more advanced and easier for us to use.
Your entire point, most of this thing, has been saying that everything needs electricity. He did not create electricity.
He made it more advanced to where we are right now, which makes it possible for us to use it.
And it's the same thing with
The
the lights.
alternating power current helps convert electricity, which helps every single object that requires electric get the amount needed because it alternates the current flow of electricity when it travels.
But once again, he did not create electricity. He just made
I'm not
it.
saying he did.
That's my point, is that we would still
Okay,
have
he
electricity
didn't
today
make it,
without.
but
I'm
he
not
still
done.
made it
Please let
impactful.
me
Neither
finish
am I.
my-
Because you're trying to prove a point that doesn't make sense. Just because he didn't make it doesn't mean he didn't have like the biggest impact on it.
The biggest impact on it would have been the person that made it, because he wouldn't have had anything to adapt on had it not already
Okay,
existed.
90% of the stuff though, like if he didn't come up with his inventions, then we wouldn't even have like half of this stuff today.
Like what?
Hospital beds,
Those, we wouldn't have defibrillators without batteries. We wouldn't have the remote control
those,
without batteries.
all these require
radios,
electricity.
phones.
You wouldn't be able to charge your laptop. This right here, the Chromebook, you're reading stuff off of, it wouldn't be able to be charged.
But you know the funny thing is, there wouldn't be anything to charge if Volta hadn't made batteries.
Okay, just because he doesn't charge stuff, that still means he would be supplying electricity for our homes and buildings.
Which is a lot less convenient than the battery. Everything that doesn't have
You're
the
saying
battery,
that's a lot less convenient?
things that are powered by alternating current that are not powered by a battery are almost always having to be plugged into a wall. So it makes them a lot less convenient than things you can take everywhere. Our phones didn't have batteries, they have to be plugged into a wall. So you wouldn't be able to take your phones to school. You wouldn't be able to bring your computers up here like both of us have right now.
Alright, Tesla also developed the three-phase system of electric power transmission. And this is a bulk of electric power, and it's easier to transmit over long distances, which gives electric power to multiple different cities all over the world.
Would you repeat that definition one more time? Because I'm pretty sure you said the word volt in there. And once again, if Volta hadn't made the battery and in doing that discovered volts and voltage, you wouldn't have even the word to describe that. And let
I'll
alone,
read
I doubt
exactly
you
what
would
I
have the
just
invention.
said. Tesla developed a three-phase system of electric power transmission, and this is a bulk of electric power, and it's easier to transmit over long distances, which gives electric power to multiple different cities over the world.
Can you explain why that's important again, like in your own words?
So
like
you're saying it's not
textbook
important
definition?
to power different cities all over the world and giving them light and AC?
That is important, but once again,
Okay.
do you think did he invent AC?
Yeah, he invented the alternating current system.
And do you know that most of the things that the alternating current is used in, that alternating current comes from
90% of
batteries?
things that require electricity.
And what do you think batteries are used in? Your computers, your phones, your remotes, your TVs.
80% of the stuff that those batteries are in are with secondary batteries, which have to be charged.
Exactly, and
And
without,
to be charged, it has to have the alternating current system.
and that means that Tesla would not have been able to make the alternating current system. Like, it would not be very useful without there being a battery to
It would be
charge.
useful because it would still be powering cities, not just charging your phone. Alright.
Alessandro Volta has led this world in evolution. His invention of the battery has allowed us to advance not only with technology, but with transportation like cars, communication like your phones, your computers, and practicality, like being able to take things places without plugging them into a wall. How many of you use a phone, computer, tablet, or TV, or other electronic device every single day, or even multiple times a day?
You have to charge them.
How many? He said it for me.
How many of you get rides to school in a car or picked up by someone in a car every day? How many of you take a bus? Yeah, sometimes Tesla's alternating current is used in those things, but every single one across the world is powered by a battery. So Tesla's alternating current wouldn't have anything to be used in without the batteries. And these things couldn't function without them. So do you think that Tesla, who had to use something Volta made decades before his time in order to have had influenced hundreds of people, is more important than the man who influenced hundreds of scientists and inventors and is still continuing to impact everyone in not only the United States, but the world every single day? No. That's why Volta is much more important and the most impactful figure in American history.
All right, I just want to let you guys know, and like I hope you keep in mind that like how bad we have to mine lithium out of the earth just to make batteries. And if we constantly use primary batteries, which aren't rechargeable, we would just be making batteries over and over and throwing them away, which would rapidly increase the rate of lithium running out, and the earth would run out of resources. And he doesn't just power phones or charge them, he also powers cities over the world. We use Nikola Tesla's inventions all day and every day. Without him, we would be in a completely different spot. We would be less advanced, and it would be so much harder to live. The alternating current power system is always running through electricity, and the three-phase system makes it so the alternating current can transmit over long cities, which is why we power multiple different cities over the world 24/7. And multiple different buildings, including your homes, schools, and hospitals. The Tesla coil is the reason we have radio communication, and many may ask, why is this so important? Radio communication is installed in 911 vehicles, and this can save hundreds or even thousands of lives a day. And why does it save lives? It makes it easier for operators to respond to emergencies and get there very fast. The neon lights he created are installed in the lights on top of these 911 vehicles to help clear the way on the road to ensure no civilians are harmed on the road. The rotating magnetic field is the basis of most machinery used today, including induction motors, which helps us travel in all kinds of vehicles. Nikola Tesla is the reason we have such advanced technology and why many lives are saved every single day. He's why we have lights, and he helps us with transportation. We use all of those things 24 hours a day, and to me that is the most impactful thing in today's era, because we would not be able to live without those inventions. The battery is useful, but nowhere near Nikola Tesla's inventions, and that's why he's the most impactful figure.
Excellent job by both of our debaters. The teachers are going out into the hallway. these people stopped receiving additional grades like 7 or 8 debates ago. All this extra work they put in has been just because they care. So a lot of work, several hours of research has gone into this. They both worked very hard, and it was not a unanimous decision by the judges. They both did a phenomenal job debating their historical figures. So, without further ado, the winner receiving a trophy and a $100 Visa gift card for the Tournament of U.S. History 2025 is Alessandro Volta.